quick look at the comparison between these two teams after 6 overs.
Right, 41 for 1. Keshav Maharaj doing things a bit differently today. Noor Ahmed in the power play for a first time in the tournament. A lot of spin. Usually we see the likes of Wokes, Dalla, Naveen Hat. None of them playing today. It will be an examination of spin for the Power Royals, Vern. But it's been a good start. And this surface, you said it in your final stint first innings, it seems to be okay. Ball seems to be coming on a bit better.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as what we all expected. Yes, it's a used surface. And we expect it to be a touch on the slow side with the spinners coming into game. Yes, they will be in the game, but how impressive is this from Luandri Pretorius? We talk about him growing as a player. And he shows a great maturity about him. Understand the importance of losing Joe Root early, and he has to take over the reins of getting them into the game. This is an excellent partnership.
Yeah, Power Royal fans will know the 2 times in the tournament, the only 2 times Pretorius has actually gotten out of the power play, he's gotten big 50s. Both have come here in Pearl, both have been chasing scores. So this is exactly what they want, because he's shown the temperament to be able to get as deep as possible into the innings. As I say that, ball almost cannons into the pad, but he's still there.
I think this is what we expected from the service a little earlier. The ball perhaps is keeping a touch low. Keshav Maharaj, he'll definitely use the surface.
Herman has gotten a start. Got that 56. He's gotten a couple scores this season. Another one of the SA20 rookies.
Yeah, and these will be tough shots to play on the surface. If you're going to try and go square, because of the nature, not a lot of pace to work with. But they've done this excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. Hitting the ball up the ground, the nature, rotating the strike. Not a lot of pace to work with. Well, after 7, the Royals are 44 for 1. This excellently well. You get the feeling that if these 2 batters can get through his spell without losing, you will have to pick up wickets. They can really dominate the game in the last couple of overs. That spotlight is absolutely majestic in this part of the world. They can really dominate the game in the last couple of overs.
He did come across in stumps, which is why the crowd was excited. It evades Spats at short fine leg, will be a boundary.
Yeah, it's also run signal, so he must have had a bit of willow on this. They're really excited and keen about sending this upstairs. Must have had, like you said, his little simmy, but his bat, there's willow on that. Excited and keen about. Brilliant option from Luandri Pretorius. Love, he said his little simmy, but pardon me, that's Ruben Herman on this occasion. Brilliant option from Luandri Pretorius. Love, he said his little simmy, but pardon me, that's
Slip in place.
Ruben Herman on this occasion. Brilliant option from Luandri Pretorius.
It's been an interesting tournament for Noor. Slip in place. It's very loud here, folks. It's been an interesting tournament for Noor, Vern, because obviously he's posed a big threat to batting orders. And ever since that fourth he took against the Sunrise Eastern Cape, he's only got 4 wickets in his last 4 games. Teams are okay to sit back against him, and because their bowling attack has not been at its best, they've scored and pounced on the other bowlers and haven't had to take as many risks against Noor.
Yeah, I think the one thing that teams has done successfully well against a bowler like Noor is they're looking to be attacking. They're looking to put the pressure on him. You don't have to take him on with big shots, but it is in the handbook of the Paarl Royals to hit those boundary riders hard, to run hard between the wickets. Oh, chance, chance, chance. I think he might have just put one down here, Noel. Hits the ground in despair. That was always a suggestion that he felt he could have got there.
Yeah, leading edge. He's taken a few caught on ball dismissals this season, and look at the agony. He knows the importance of taking wickets with this score. He wants to keep adding to that tally. I tell you, he has got 10. Mujiba's got 13. Top of the leaderboard. The Afghans, Rashid Khan obviously leading my Cape Town. Gurbaz hasn't had the best of seasons, but has done well. 54 for 1. Right, now the contender for DP World Dispatch. You can have some fun at home. Tell us which one you like the most. But Marcus Stoinis, smaller boundary, Joe Root trying to bowl straight. Yeah, always going to be a 6 once he connected. There's no right having a cricket ground here in this part of the world. It's just too beautiful. Maharaj.
From Captain Rashid Khan to Noor Ahmed, Ramanullah Gurbaz. There's another one playing for my Cape Town left-hand opener.
Yes, Sadikula.
Sadikula, there we go. Absolutely brilliant. Especially after the World Cup they've had. But talk about explosions here in Paarl. Another one is disembarked the ground. This time Ruben Herman taking a liking to Keshav Maharaj.
He's very strong leg side, Herman. But again, this has been a quality addition to the Paarl Royals team. He scored the 4th most runs in the domestic T20 comp last year, and they were aggressively pursuing him. This is the reason why. Not only did he get 50 on debut, he's followed it up with important scores. This is at 38 off 34 with this score on this surface. Very important. And that's where I think they want to challenge him. 90% of his boundaries, Vern, have come leg side. So force him to hit offside, which is also into the wind.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant captaincy from Keshav Maharaj. Opening up that offside field, but this is brilliant. Just a little semi to the leg side, using the pace of Keshav Maharaj. And we talk about young players being out in the middle and learning at their craft whilst they're out in the middle. These two, they've been impressive. On the debut season for Leandre Pretorius, and he can't do a thing wrong. I think this surface will do his career the world of good.
We're talking about their additions in the next over, because Pretorius, Herman, obviously they're overseas. We'll get to it in the next over, but that is a huge reason as to why they've been so successful. Maharaj, can he close out the over? Already 10 from it. Pressure on, bowling to the 2 left-handers. Yeah, understandably going wide. Trying to protect that wind, that heavy wind which is picked up. 64 for 1. It will be now time for... Is it Mr. Jelle? Yes, it is. Time for a strategic time.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-733-1414 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-733-1414. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-733-1414. Call now.
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I was ignoring my hair because I was a full-time working mother, but luckily I found Nutrafol.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
And I finally feel like myself again.
We're all looking for the secret to living a long, healthy life. And you know what we discovered?
Just add water.
With our Aquasana filter, every glass is cleaner, healthier, and tastes great too.
Ready for another?
I'm gonna get you. Come on. Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Terrific years with bat in hand in season 2, but in his second game to get his first Betway SA 2050, one you'll remember for a while.
Yeah, much needed. Showed all his class, his experience that he's gained over his career. It all had to come to the fore in this innings. He stood tall and he gave his team a chance this evening. He's a powerful striker of the cricket ball, Marcus Stoinis. Played a brilliant knock for the DSG this evening.
Brian played like a pro, 9 overs in, and all 9 have been spin. So Brian will continue, so it'll be 10 overs of spin. He's bowled well, limited opportunities, but the Dolphins spinners, Mudasamy, Sabrian, Maharaj, have had a good season. The pitches have suited them. But I want to get back to the additions, Vern, because it's always a big factor in teams when it comes to draft time, when it comes to the auction. You think about what they've done this year. The overseas additions of Root, Wilalage, Isan Malinga has shown up at different times. Then even the domestic additions, Ruben Herman, Pretorius and Mapaka were there last season but didn't play because of the World Cup. It's smart and insightful additions to this team that are suited for home conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's anyone stopping Ruben Herman this evening. Has impressed me this evening is the zones that he's hitting the ball in. Doesn't look like he's in any sort of panic at any sort of stage in the innings. He looks so composed again. Ball just sitting in the surface, but no panic, knowing that he can make that adjustment.
Partnership 68 now.
Yeah, and I think just to your point, it is so key when you do these overseas signings that you marry the skill set with conditions on hand. And I think the Royals have been real smart in their additions to their squad. Yes, you've got Root at the top of the order, but you also look at the role that Root plays. Of course, he's been brought up in the UK where surfaces are much similar to this, lower in nature. And you always feel that a player like that will come to the fore in conditions like this, but also the experience that he brings to the changing room. They've got exciting players in Herman, Loandre Pretorius, and I do feel from a bowling point of view, those are the guys who win you games. They've got fantastic Wilalage. I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
Can't forget Mujib as well.
Mujib.
He's been a big signing for them.
Massive.
Especially in Pearl.
Massive. I think, I said this throughout the tournament, I love mystery spinners in this format.
We'll see how far can they get, the Royals. So far, so good. They want to keep winning to make sure they get a top 2 finish and have 2 bites and 2 chances at making that final. 72 for 1.
ribs, chocolate cake.
You're gonna get sick. You need Pumpkin.
I love pumpkin.
It's not food, it's pet insurance. So when you get hurt or sick and you need expensive medicine or surgery,
Pet insurance from Pumpkin can help.
go to pumpkin.care.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
Yeah, still 3 games, including this one left for the Royals. They'll want to win one against Sunrise Eastern Cape as well. So that could be a deciding in the top 2 race. But, right, enough from us, Vern. Let's go up to Dr. Hazeman. Hazy, what's the pulse of this run chase?
Well, 72 from 60. Mikkel, that's the pulse.
You say 72 above 60?
9 wickets in hand. And they're doing it easy. 72 is the partnership. Really good work from these 2 guys. Stoinis now. First time we've seen someone other than spin for the Durban's Super Giants. He's had a very good 20-over career, 306 games. 157 wickets, average in the mid-20s, just above, best of 4 for 15. Again, it's not a surface that he is used to bowling on, but he's going to be able to adjust because he's so experienced playing around the globe. He's going to be able to adjust pretty quickly.
And the field said it looks like it's going to go shorter to the left-hander, maybe slower balls into the pitch. Got the batter playing horizontal bat shots.
One of those guys you don't want to get out to when he first comes on the spell, when he gets pumped up and starts firing up and getting into this game. He likely continues with his wicket-taking performances. Most runs for Pretorius, 281 unfinished at the moment. SA 20-25. Brilliant stuff to see him in season 3, that's for sure. Shining star. Allowed Herman to take centre stage so far. Oh, he's cracked that away, fairly flat on the bounce. He wanted to come back for the second, but his partner wasn't interested.
There are the leading run scorers under Pretorius at the top. Fortunately for Paul Rolls, they'll be saying goodbye to Joe Root after the next encounter, which is a bit of a blow, because when you've got 2 firing in the competition, it's good signs.
That's why it's so important that Miller's going to be okay. If it's a groin or something along those lines, then they don't, you don't recover from those overnight. It's all getting towards that sharp end, hustling towards that sharp end pretty quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be getting his pads on anytime soon. It's a pretty wise choice if you're going to win this game, that he doesn't do anything. Try and get him rested and right for important games coming over the weekend and next Tuesday.
Third time in 3 seasons that they've got through to that sharp end, but they fell away quickly in 23 and 24. Won 5 out of the first 8 and lost 2 of the last 3 games to fall away. And it was in 23 and 24 they only lost 1 out of the first 6, then lost 5 in a row. It's really set the cat amongst the pigeons in that change room. And the big test is going to be how they go moving up country on a different surface, where the spinners have done such an admirable job here. Certainly going to be 2 changes, if not more, when they move up country. Bouncier tracks. Because that's where most of the finals are going to be played. 3 of the 4 playoffs up country. The final also at the Wanderers in Johannesburg. Nicely played from Ruben Herman. This has been a really good knock. It's played superbly. 50 off 45, 4 4s and a 6. 76 for 1.
As a military veteran, I applied a lot of my discipline to my sales job. My paychecks are great, but commission can be unpredictable. Now that I have Chime with SpotMe, they can cover you up to $200 in between paychecks with no overdraft fees. Join me at Chime.com.
We've got a juicer and a steam oven, but our favorite appliance is our Aquasana filter. It makes all the water that we drink and cook with cleaner and healthier.
Tastes better too.
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Supergiants at the same stage were 71 for 3. Noor Ahmed again, back into the attack.
That choice as a partnership now, it's growing. 77 off 67. Noor Ahmed is obviously the threat. It's been superb for DSG. Do you keep trying to find the boundary, or do you just see off these 5 balls?
Slipping that one away. Has it gone? No. Nicely done.
Brennan Kingston, the field, he actually gave up on it. It kind of just stuck in the grass as it landed for the second time. That's why there's a bit of a smile. From our angle, we could clearly see he had given up on it. But it stopped itself. He'd given up there and thought, oops, no, I can actually get to that.
Need a couple of tight overs to Durban's Supergiants, or certainly to break this partnership for starters. That'll be a nice beginning to the road back. That doesn't bounce much, but he's whipped that away smartly.
It's disappointing he didn't get it to the fence. Comparison-wise, Durban Supergiants 77 for 3 at the stage. Paul Royals 80 for 1. I love seeing comparisons like that, because we're sat here at the ground and you almost feel like it's one-way traffic. Paul Royals are just cruising to victory, but only 2 runs in it at this stage in DSG's innings, so they should have a lot of hope that they can get back in this game.
Some sharp turn again from Noor Ahmed. 5 off that over. That's tidy from Noor Ahmed. 81 for 1. DP World Dispatch. Beautiful play. Nice shots. That has gone a long way. Good work from Herman. He's hit a couple of beauties today. DP World Dispatch. Showed you 3 now. The DP World, 3 of the DP World Dispatches we've showed you. We'll show you the favourite one, the winner, later on. The original rate they needed to go at was 7.2. They now need to go at 7.9. So there's no dramas having 9 wickets, or maybe 8 wickets in hand without David Miller. Stoinis again. First over went for only 4 runs. A little buzz about it, this ground at the moment. I think they're witnessing something which is going to be pretty special. Although that's a top edge. Has gone safely though down to Noor Ahmed. marching towards another victory at this stage.
Yeah, Pretorius steps across to the offside. I think he had that shot. I know he didn't execute it perfectly off the top edge, but he had that shot in his mind. Short fine was in the circle. He wanted the ball a little bit shorter so he could just lift it over to the boundary. He realises that the length is quite predictable from Stoinis.
Drags that across. Just going to be one. He's on his knee and he's clubbed that one. And he's hit it for 6. What a shot that is from Ruben Herman. Down on one knee.
Yeah, this is proper power to get into that position where you're not quite at your best from a standpoint. He's on his way down and ended up on the 2 knees, but the contact's pretty good. The fact that it can go all the way, it's the bigger boundary. Yes, it is with the wind. The placement's superb.
He's hit that in the air, hit it high. Someone underneath it, yes. Junior Dala has taken that catch very comfortably indeed. So they've picked up a wicket they needed. Ruben Herman's played so well, but he's now gone for 59. They needed that, Durban's Super Giants, to apply a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, the ball before, straight out the middle of the bat. Cleared the boundary for 6 with ease, and this one, another slower ball from Stoinis, just a little bit higher.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com today and get 50% off.
Squirrel the Siberian cat lives in sunny LA but longs for snow, so Mom created the best snow day ever. We do ridiculous things to give our pets the best life, but one simple thing can help you give the best care. Get Pumpkin Pet Insurance at pumpkin.care.
It's also the height that it gets to. It's just above the shoulders, almost very difficult to deal with, particularly if you're trying to slap it in front of square. Junior Dala, he always gets onto the field, whether he's in the 11 or whether he's the 12th man, often in the outfield, and nicely taken. Covered a lot of ground.
Durban's going to be a little bit happier now. They can pick up another one pretty quickly. It'll give them a little bit more faith. I feel they might need to pick up Mitchell van Buren. He's been playing pretty well of late. Best of 44 was recent. He's got a couple of 30s.
This could be game on. If TSG can pick up another wicket now, we don't know what David Miller's doing or thinking, whether he's going to bat. So the batting lineup could be lighter. It can create a bit of panic if you pick up another wicket quickly.
"11 off that over, but a wicket, 92 for 2.
Stoinis just pulled his length back. It was the height and the pace that did for Herman. Very high, much higher than the ball before that went for 6, and much slower. Herman had confidence from clearing that boundary the ball before, so quite rightly went again. He just didn't time it. But he was part of a very good partnership. Pyle Royals will hope a match-winning partnership. Deserves to raise his bat for his 50.
Very good 91-run stand that between Herman and Pretorius. He's key now, Pretorius. Better than the runner ball, 31 not out. Stoinis has got 1 wicket, 2 overs done. Stoinis 55 not out as well. Durban's Super Giants 143 for 7. Via Mulder now. Right, let's go downstairs to Mats.
Thank you, guys. I am joined by Marlene George-Coetzee. She is the CEO of Laureus Sport for Good South Africa, doing great work using sport to uplift communities, especially kids. Thank you for joining us. Firstly, love Paul, love coming out to Boland Park.
Love coming out here to support the Royals and having an absolutely fabulous time.
What has been Laureus's involvement and engagement with the SA20?
Well, Laureus is the SA20 League Social Impact Partners. This is the second year that we are part of this absolutely wonderful competition. And Laureus uses sport as a tool for social change. And I mean, what an amazing opportunity to get kids to come from the community projects that we support, to be part of an experience like this, all the energy, to see players face to face. So it's just been an amazing partnership so far.
And what has been the response from the kids? What are they telling you about their experience here at the ground?
No, it's been absolutely, the feedback has been phenomenal. I mean, there have been touch points on two levels. One, we have been able to bring young people to the games. But I think this year also there's been a growth to the partnership where we've actually had the opportunity to embed young people as venue assistants. So it's even not just coming to the games, but now getting experience in employment and seeing what the inside of this league and competition looks like. So we've been very blessed in that the league has been very intentional with what they want to do through this partnership. So we've driven change by getting kids to the game, but also exposing young people to the back end, which has been phenomenal.
Love your work. Thank you so much for joining us, Marlene. Enjoy the rest of this match.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Mats, thanks very much. 3 balls left in the 14th over now. Just 1 run from it so far. Mulder's first. Yep, he's in the middle now. Mitch van Buren. And branded. Can Mulder keep this nice and tight? Just 2 off it so far. You could do with him finishing this wide in the middle. If you can finish this and keep it tight, it's going to put them in a good spot.
Yeah, and then I think you get Noor Ahmed back into the attack, creating a little bit of pressure at the moment. Mitch van Buren 2 off 5, Pretoria starved of the strike, and get your best bowler back into the attack, try and get another wicket. Boundary.
And he's got that through as well. That's 2 wonderful shots from Pretorius to finish the over. Suddenly it's 10 off it. 14 done, the 100's up as well. 102 for 2.
This is a Kizik shoe. It's a hands-free shoe that you just slip right on and stays on. After years of development, we have come up with a hands-free shoe to fit your everyday life. The response has been, well, pretty dang good. No more crushed heels with our scientifically tested spring-back technology. But what's the point in hands-free shoes that aren't comfy? These bad boys make it feel like walking on clouds. With free US shipping and returns, there is no excuse to not go hands-free. Visit Kizik.com/TV and get 15% off your first order.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-733-1414 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-733-1414. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-733-1414. Call now.
Let's take a look at our ABSA card play of the day, where you can win up to 100,000 Rand at every match. Register at the ABSA card activation zone on match days. There's the spin. And 20,000. No, 75,000. Goodness me, that's a nice little prize. ABSA card play of the day. That is sensational. No wonder he's smiling. Brilliant stuff. .42 from 36. 8 wickets in hand now. Well, probably 7 with no David Miller. And Maharaj is back into the attack. Crowd is very expectant in Pyle today. Want to see their team get home, win another one at home. Their last game at this venue for season 3. They really have entertained this faithful that have come out every single game. The crowds have been outstanding. 10,000 holds apparently.
Yeah, it's one of the challenges don't they have in the tournament, Hazy, where the team who probably ends up top of the pops probably should be allowed the luxury of having a home initial first game. You can understand the final, and that's dragged away. One bounce, hit with immense power as well, and he did really well because it was dragged down by Maharaji. Almost saw him coming. He adjusted his length. Pretorius adjusted his shot brilliantly.
His last 3 balls have been full of class. 2 off the pace of Mulder, the end of last over, down to third man. And this one just picked his gap. Knew there's a big gap mid-wicket, quite square, not long, quite straight.
Oh dear, he's chopped that on a metal stump. That's something he didn't need to do, that's for sure. And that reaction tells the story. Another lesson learned.
Yeah, such an exciting talent, full of such potential and ability. And as a youngster, you're going to make mistakes. Stuart Broad was just saying how well he had played in those 3 deliveries before, and he had. And then maybe just going for the wrong option. He had started the over so well, goes for the reverse sweep, the switch hit, but doesn't get a pad anywhere near the protection. and misses the full toss, and then also nearly learned another lesson that you don't need to hit those stumps because you'll get yourself into some big trouble. Anyway, it's a fantastic innings, 43 of 29, 107 now for 3.
The ultimate life hack? Kizik hands-free shoes. Easy on, easy off technology makes a life in motion effortless. With hundreds of styles, there's something for everyone. Designed for ultimate comfort and durability, they're perfect for any terrain, so you can see it all. From sunrise to sunset, adventure starts the moment you step in. Visit kizik.com/TV and get 15% off your first order.
We didn't hit the stumps there.
Dinesh Karthik now. Some batting to do here. Van Buren just arrived, vastly experienced. And there's going to be no David Miller. So the big wicket of Pretorius. Maharaj's last delivery coming up. And a single means it's 7 runs off that over. 15 overs gone, 109 for 3. Another look at that dismissal.
I was always skeptical of credit cards, but I also know it's the best way to build your credit. As an entrepreneur, that's essential. So I got the Chime Credit Builder card. There's no annual fee, no interest, and no credit check. My score's gone up over 100 points. Check it out at chime.com.
Gracie is about to have her best day ever on the runway. But if her strut turns into a stumble, her Pumpkin Pet insurance plan covers up to 90% of eligible vet bills. Get a plan like Gracie's at pumpkin.care.
Make sure you get your votes in. Fans have picked the player of the match in every game this season. Noor. They've chased superbly well this season. The Par Royals. Chased 6 out of 7 times this season as well, so it's a familiar thing for them. Van Buren has got a couple of 40s in winning run chases. He will know the pressure, and then of course so will Dinesh Karthik. Indian wicketkeeper battle, one there, one here as well. Robin Uthappa and Vernon Phelan.
Dinesh Karthik has been there, done that multiple times in his career. He's soaked the pressure up and try and put pressure on the bowlers the last 2 or 3 overs. Next up the ante. First, give himself a chance, get in a little bit. Looks like that's what he's looking to do tonight.
Yeah, we talk about the Royals and their campaign here at home. They've been impressive. We really talk about winning, the importance of winning your home games, and if they are to get across the line tonight, it'll be 5 out of 5 at home this year for the Royals. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Nick, I have a question for you.
I thought I'm the one that asked.
Calling for 2?
Have to hurry here, yeah, get some in the end. Let's hear you.
Still got some gas in those legs there, Dinesh Karthik. Nick, my question to you was, do you believe in the law of averages?
I do.
And do you think that even if the Royals don't go over the line tonight, it wouldn't affect them too much, and it'll be something that they wouldn't mind taking because of the law of averages and the way they performed so far in the tournament?
No, I think they want to win this. And if they don't win from this position, 31 from 26 with 7 wickets in hand, I think they will be disappointed.
Yeah, forget about the law of averages. I think they want to sign off on the magnificent campaign that they've had here at home, Robbie.
Well, and I've seen many a tournament where the top team loses the wind in their sails at the back end of the tournament because they've played so well through the tournament, and suddenly they lose momentum and they can't pick the momentum back up.
What is the height of that? Yeah, I think the umpire is just concerned with that. Nord certainly wants the review, and they have taken it.
That looked very adjacent.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out, and I've checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on first, please. Front on coming up. Okay, let's check bat or no bat with Ultra Edge, please. Ultra Edge coming up. Play it through. Play it through. Play it through. Okay, flat line as the ball passes the bat. Let's go to ball tracking when ready, please. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching in line, impact, umpire score, wickets, umpire score. Bonks, you can stay with your on-field decision of not out. Please stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
So the Karthik survives, the Spear survives. 114 for 3.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
Squirrel the Siberian cat lives in sunny LA but longs for snow, so Mom created the best snow day ever. We do ridiculous things to give our pets the best life, but one simple thing can help you give the best care. Get Pumpkin Pet Insurance at pumpkin.care.
Not impressed. Keshav Maharaj, the captain of the DSG. Everything going against them in this year's campaign. They'd have seen it on the big screen. And it did good for a long period of time, but not to be.
Just continue from the last over, guys. Faf said it well earlier this season. He had won in Durban. And he said to come to these places like Durban and Paro where the wickets are so spin friendly and oppositions, or the home team rather, is so well suited for conditions. To win here is a monumental win. And you look at the history of this ground, they've only lost 4 times in 3 seasons, the Paro Royals. So
Joe Root, incredible batter, extremely versatile top edge, but in the gap, it's got some spin on it, get a couple of runs. It is a heavy outfield here. I kind of agree with you here, Vern. I think they will be a little concerned about the absence of Joe Root at the back end of the tournament, and also they'll be hoping that Miller's injury is not very serious, hoping that by the time the playoff comes around, that he'll be as good as gold for them.
want to see who, or if they replace him with somebody from around the world. Same way Turner and Barendorf came in for the Capitals. But just to your point on the peaking too early point, Robbie, I guess for a team, my question would be, no team would ever say we don't want to win. They'll try to win every single game and believe that they can defy the odds and win throughout the tournament.
Of course, and I think that's the intent any team has, because the value of momentum in a tournament like this in T20 leagues around the world is critical, because you have to understand from a very human perspective, people coming from different parts of the world. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the next over. And in the over 120.
My hair was thinning all around my hairline.
My dermatologist recommended Nutrafol. It's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
My hair is longer, thicker.
Nutrafol is life-changing for me.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
One of these has chlorine, microplastics, and forever chemicals in it. And one is Aquasana filtered. With our Aquasana water filter, every glass is cleaner and healthier. Wait, which one? Now up to 50% off at Aquasana.com.
Why do we accept waiting 2 weeks for payday? Thanks to Chime, I don't have to wait to get paid anymore. I couldn't believe it. I can get up to $500 of my pay on my schedule. There's no interest, no credit checks, no mandatory fees. Join me at Chime.com and get paid when you say.
Against the spin, played one against Joe Root that went for 6. This one, the reverse sweep. This one for 4.
And Nick, like you were mentioning, I think the secret sauce in T20 leagues is you want to win your home games. You don't want to miss out on that. The minute you win your home games, you've done half the job. Then you just need to win 30 to 40% of your away games. If you can do that, you will find yourself 95% of the times at the back end of the tournament.
Yeah, you make mention of the fact that you don't want to keep winning up until those playoffs. Of course, the first one will be a qualifier, and if you end in the top 2, you'll give yourself 2 chances. So one to qualifier, and then you'll be playing in an eliminator later on. So you say, when you have that momentum with you, would you rather lose that qualifier?
No, absolutely not. Oh, that's the worst time to lose some momentum. You want to keep the momentum there. You'd rather lose, qualify, and then if there's a loss that happens, you take it in your stride and say, you know what, we anyway needed to experience a loss perhaps in the course of the tournament. Now it's happened. Now let's make sure, pedal to the metal and go all the way through.
Pounced and clean and well taken as well in the dugout. Smart from DK, looking at the field with deep third and deep fine leg.
Robbie Tupper, you'd call that. He survived the chance early on. And this is why they sign him, because he is a dangerous player towards the back end of an innings. Just look at the hand speed, the pace he generates through that ball. If it's a slow ball for Marcus Stoinis, it was picked. He smoked that out the middle.
The weight of his head even. The weight of his head even, Vern. He was kind of hanging on the back foot a little bit. You can see in that shot, the weight was more on the back foot than on the front foot. So he's waiting for the ball to be at length, because he knows that this wicket is slow. And if Stoinis bowls a slower ball, it's going to sit up, and he's got to make full use of it. And that's exactly what he did.
Plays those ramps so well. That's why they have to have that deep third and deep fine leg and sacrifice fielders from in front of square, so there's no mid-off, for example. He can go over there if he gets the opportunity.
I think I want to pick your brain a little bit here, Robbie Tupper. Obviously, with video analysis around the world, as bowlers, you look at ways of getting batters out, the technical flaws. From a batter's perspective, what is it that you're looking from a bowler's point of view?
You're assessing not just the bowler, but also the wicket you're playing on and what's going to be conducive to play on that particular wicket. And then you're looking at scoring options based on the conditions that the wicket is. You know, if the wicket's slow, then you're sitting back and you're looking at, on a ground like this, you're hitting with the wind, where Stoinis is bowling from, the end that Stoinis is bowling from, you're hitting with the wind, and looking at the gaps that are available there. So how can you set yourself up in your setup to be able to capitalize the gaps that are available to you on the day?
Yeah, I think that's a key point you just highlighted there. For any youngster sitting at home, the key to that conversation was looking at scoring opportunities. That's why you're out there.
Winner of the DP World Dispatch of the Day. Every day we have various contenders for you. Ruben Herman, another 50 in the SA20 for the rookie.